take this baby home and make him my own. Well, Miriam was standing close by watching this over. She was the official guardian of Moses when they had him out in the river. One of the problems that Pharaoh's daughter had is she had no one to take care of Moses, no one to nurse Moses. Miriam said, I know somebody who could take care of this baby for you during these formative years of his life. And so they took Moses, and actually Moses grew up with his natural mom and dad. Somewhere along the way, we don't know exactly how much time Moses had with his parents, but somewhere along the way Moses learned who he was and where he belonged. And evidently he never forgot that. As the story develops, when Moses is 40 years old, he's going back down among the Hebrew people, maybe renewing acquaintances or connecting again with friends that he'd grown up with. And he sees an Egyptian who is mistreating a Hebrew, and Moses intervenes and he says, don't treat these people that way. And the Egyptian turns on him, and in the scuffle Moses struck him and killed him. Well, the next day Moses went back down among the Hebrew people. The Hebrew people lived in a special area of Egypt, and Moses went back into what was the land of Goshen, and he saw two Hebrew people having difficulty, and he intervened. He said, you shouldn't be treating each other like this. You're brothers. You shouldn't be doing this. And the one who was having the upper hand turned to Moses and said, I'm wondering who you think you are, and who made you the Lord and Master over us? And are you going to kill me like you killed the Egyptian yesterday? And Moses realized that the news was out. Probably a warrant was out for his arrest for murder, so Moses fled into the wilderness of Midian. This would be in modern-day Saudi Arabia. And there, the scripture that I paraphrased for you this morning tells us that Moses met a woman, married, and had children, and had lived there for 40 years. Now, on the day we meet him in Exodus chapter 3, Moses is now nearly 80 years old. And he's going about his activities in the wilderness, tending the flock of his father-in-law, Jethro, the priest of Midian. As he's going about his activities that day, just doing what shepherds do, Moses saw a bush that was on fire. Now, that wasn't really an uncommon thing, because bushes often caught fire. If you've been in a very dry climate, you know it gets very hot and dry and arid, and there's a lot of static electricity. So it was possible in the desert for one of these very dry bushes just to burst into flames and be consumed. So it wasn't the bush